we wouldn't have the notion of the DNA, we wouldn't have the notion of a code of life without computers. So using the first computer of history to translate this code of life into an older medium was a way for me of playing with all of these different technologies and cultural techniques and creating meaning in a new way. My name is Emilio Vavarella. I'm an Italian artist, a PhD candidate in the Department of Art, Film and Visual Studies, and I'm also a part of the Critical Media Practice program here at Harvard. My work focuses on the relationship between life and technology, and I do this by looking at both the theory and practice of what it really means to delve into this very dense relationship. Genesis is a project that explores the way in which we understand human life as a code. And the project itself is the result of a year-long performance during which my mother uses a textile loom called the Jacquard loom, which is often considered the first computer of history, to weave huge tapestry that is actually the remediation or recodification of my entire genetic code in a different material. So on a metaphorical level, we can say that my mom made me again, but with a different material. She's a tailor, so I also grew up surrounded by textiles and threads and cloths and all of these things. So yeah, for her it was also a labor of love in a double sense, because it's the medium that she loves, and she also did it for someone that she loves. The word computer itself was first used for women working, and I really wanted this project to be something that somehow opens like a lot of different windows into different aspects of history that have been overlooked. So one of these trajectories is precisely that of women and labor and computation. And with this project in particular, once you see what is the result of translating genetic information into a textile, I think you also understand what it really means to be human beyond the code itself. Because the code in a way is cold and is impersonal, and it has a lot of personal information, but it's also missing a lot of personal information. And I think within my projects there is always this double side, sort of like dark irony, that shows both the promise of technology, but at the same time also some of its more dark underpinnings, which I think are extremely important for people to think about. I'm trying to create a theory that in a way is also a tool. It's a lens through which we can look at history from a slightly different perspective. I want my artworks, I want my theories always to create new epistemological processes. It's a way of building knowledge. It's a way of building the possibility for a new interpretation of reality. And that's really my goal as an artist and a researcher. I want people to think in new ways. I want them to look at reality with new eyes.